The Spice Girls always had the idea of wanting to make a musical out of our music. Some of the girls come from a theatre background, and we had mentioned it a few times, you know, when we were together. And then when we finished the Spice Girls tour, the reunion tour, the last one, Emma and I got very proactive, and we started approaching, you know, producers. And actually, the top producer that we wanted was on top of our list, which the other girls really liked as well, was Judy Kramer, Mamma Mia. And we got her around for a cup of tea in my kitchen, and we were quite nervous. It was like a date, you know, you think you really want to impress this person. And she was so lovely and so warm, and we felt she was the right woman for the job. She's brilliant. She took 10 years to get Mamma Mia off the ground. There's a big piece on her I read in the Times, which, you know, around the time, and I was just so impressed by her. And so it was amazing that she said yes. When you work with someone like Judy Kramer, you really are just trusting, you know, she's done it before. There is no reason why you have to get in there and you know, have any sort of real control on it. You're trusting her. And but she was very generous in sharing the process with us. And but it was one of those things, you know, I think you can have too many cooks. And then she was really wonderful, sharing what she was thinking about who to hire as a director, as writer, and, you know, that journey that she went on of different ones. And then when she finally settled on Jennifer, it felt such a natural choice and genius choice, because Jennifer has, you know, she's been part of the Spice Girls from the beginning. She's one of us. You know, she played me in the Sugar Lumps, you know, for comic relief. She's such a genius woman, and an amazing writer, because she can do comedy, but she actually can do heart and relevant and simple. And you'll see it in the story. It's really poignant. Jennifer blew me away in her writing. It's so impressive.
The show explores celebrity culture, which the Spice Girls were obviously a part of, and the TV talent show, which you've played a part in. Why is all this something that you wanted to go into?
I think the story is really relevant to our times. You know, everybody knows the story of the Spice Girls. You know, you've lived with us. So we felt it was really good to make a story that was about our times, that everybody can relate to in different ways. You know, whether it's about friendship, love, fame, identity, relationships. It feels really, really relevant. It deals with growing up, growing older, but all wrapped in a lot of fun. Jennifer's done it so well.
So what about the whole TV talent show, the reality show then? Because you've obviously had experience of this.
Yeah, it's really interesting, you know, the look of it. I mean, obviously it's done tongue-in-cheek too, but, you know, it's poking fun at it, but also it's poking, you know, what is more important, you know, your friendships, your identity or fame, and those talent shows, and aging on television, and just all those things are brought up. And it's got obviously wrapped up in our songs and, you know, and good humour.
So which is more important, friendship or fame?
Oh my God, friendship is so much more important than fame, any day of the week. But, you know, I think fame, when you're younger, is very intoxicating. You know, when for me, it was something that was like a beacon of light, that, you know, I always wanted to be a pop star. It's always about the music, but the sort of the fame element felt to me that suddenly you'd become important, and it would take you, you know, transport you to a different place of safety. And really, fame, it's all right. You can, you know, you can do some wonderful things with it. I think you have to sort of really be mindful of it, and treat it with respect, because use it well, great, you know, and do great things with it. And then, you know, sometimes you can get a good restaurant table at the same time. There's the benefit of it, and people are nice to you. But I think if you abuse it, you lose it. It really is, it can be incredibly fickle. I think the Spice Girls have been very, you know, we're all very grateful that, you know, that there is still that public interest and that support for us. But I believe that the reason that is, you can't be just famous for the sake of fame. You have to have something to back it up. And for me, I believe the Spice Girls is about the music. It's about really great songs. And the sign of a great song is 10 years later, does it still sound good? It's got melody, really great lyrics that you go, you know what, that still sounds good, whoever is singing it. And so I think the musical is testimony to that.
You know what though, talking about balancing friendship and fame, do you think you and the rest of the Spice Girls sometimes got it wrong?
I mean, there's no handbook to balance friendship and fame, that's for sure. Because in all areas of your life you get outside messages saying who you should be and what is that person. It doesn't matter who you are, whether it's down the pub, everybody's got an opinion, or in your workplace on gossip on relationships and all of that. So obviously we've had a wider experience of that, and we certainly didn't do it perfectly, but I think coming around the other side of it, I think we've all come out relatively okay and balanced. And I think with maturity you see what's important. I don't think any of us are that intoxicated by it, but equally we're so grateful to all our fans. We've got the best fans in the world, and hopefully some new ones brilliantly through the musical, a new generation. My daughter's age group really like the Spice Girls, so it's really nice.
Can you tell us about girl power? Because obviously the Spice Girls are very much associated with the message of girl power. How is this reflected in the musical?
I think, there's lots of different characters in there that have essence of what the Spice Girls, stand for. And, whether it's the mother, who's a single parent mother, very relevant to our times. She has a mixed race daughter. She's bringing up that daughter by herself. She's adopted. It's really, really, that's, to me, that's girl power. That's woman power. And there's other characters in there. The judge, she's trying to hold on to her career, managing homes, managing children, and she's doing it the best of her ability, girl power. Then the friendships between the group, they're trying to, support each other but still follow a dream. That's girl power. And then there's some great guys in there, so maybe it's a bit of people power going on. And there's a cute guy for the girls and the boys to look at. And he's Spanish. So it's, we've always had a Latin flavour in our journey, so in our music, so it's nice that it's kept.
Would you say that making the journey from girl power to growing up into woman power, has that been a tougher journey than you expected?
I think growing up, and it's really owning who you are and feeling a sense of power, and has gone like that for me. One minute I felt, yeah, and sometimes it's a youthful bravado and think, yeah, I'm in control, and then suddenly, your life falls to pieces and you think, actually, I'm really not. And then I think as time has gone on, there's a more grounded, honest confidence that's come through experience. And and you just through experience, you suddenly realise what's important, what's not, and looking at, my own self and more accepting, that just comes through the ups and downs. I think everyone has that. And
how about ageing as women? Because you were saying that the musical goes into this.
Yeah, there's so great writing from Jennifer that she writes about this particular character who she's the female head judge in it, and she can feel her crown slipping as she's getting older, and she speaks about it, and so I think it's really poignant to our times that that women can face that, and actually can we face it growing up with dignity and elegance.
Do you girls feel more judged on that level than men would be, maybe?
I don't know. I think times have really changed, for men and women. I think there's pressure on men now as well to sort of look a certain way. It's all gone a little bit. We've all gone a little bit airbrushed and perfectionism. And actually, I think, of course, we all want to look the best we can, but equally, it's quite attractive, real life. If we get all too a little bit clinical and airbrush, you kill the sort of the spark, the energy of life, which is actually the most attractive, I think. I think this show really does capture that spirit of what the Spice Girls is about. That sort of raw energy, joy, vitality. So I think, you know, whether you're a Spice Girl fan or not, you're going to enjoy it. It's a really, like, a great evening of joy for no matter what age you are. And actually, I think guys will like it too.
Finally, it's difficult for you as a group to reform in any permanent way because you've all got children and live in different countries. Is the idea of the musical that you're going to be securing the Spice Girls' legacy through it?
You know, what I've learned is there's no guarantees in life. You know, you put the footwork in and then you just have to let it go. And, you know, of course, you know, it's a wonderful idea that the Spice Girl legacy continues. You know, the music lives on, and if that's happening through the musical, brilliant. You know, I love being part of the Spice Girls. I think it's, you know, it's such a gift. I mean, who wouldn't want to be?
But this is a way of kind of keeping that gift going.
Yeah, I suppose so. It's just, you know, Spice Girls, you know, can come through any medium. You know, it's about the music, and it's about the spirit. So this is just another, you know, direction for it to kind of grow into. It's good.